We evolve through repetition. And I remember watching that Derrick Rose Matt Hoffa interview, and I just remember hearing something that D Rose said that struck me when he said, "I have a different relationship with the ball." Like, and just thinking about repetition and everything that we do, sports. Every time you dribble that basketball, you build, connections. You build your body gets used to it. Your feelings in your hands. You just get a sense of that ball. You know how to cup the ball. You know how to throw it this way. You know how to put some spin on it. When you're shooting your layups, you know how to. It's just through repetition we get all these things. There was a point in time where you could barely dribble with your offhand. You could barely cross over, and then through repetition you begin to build and you begin to do way more complex maneuvers and moves with the ball. Same thing with drawing or art. Like, you may have not been able to draw a straight line. You may have not been able to draw a circle, but now you know how to just sketch a circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's through repetition we do these things. With the tatting, I remember at first I was like, the first practice skin tat I ever did, I was like, bruh, this might not be for me. And then I started building it up over time, and through repetition, I started to get better. Through studying, I started to get better. And it's just very interesting. Like, in one of my videos, I talked about how I remember coming to a sort of realization about this just by watching patterns. Like, I remember I was tripping on some psychedelics and I had my eyes closed, and I remember just seeing like one shape, and then it just started, the pattern thing started building up and building up and building up and becoming more and more and more and more complex. And I was just like, dang, that's kind of how we evolve through life. Like, we start off as something very small, and then we become more and more complex until we return to that simplicity, you know. And that, I guess I could bring this all back home to the whole creative side of things. If you're scared, just remember that when you were born and you began and you had to learn how to walk, like through that repetition, you learned how to walk. Now we don't even think about walking, we just do it. Think about when you learn how to ride a bike. Like, I remember clear as day in my head when we took the training wheels off and I went rolling. I remember I went on a curve, and next thing you know, boom, and I just crashed. Like, but now I haven't rode a bike in a while, and I could just jump on a bike and ride it. Like, it's through repetition that we begin to build skills. With this YouTube, if you go just hit oldest on my YouTube tab, if you go to my videos, there's the tab that say oldest. If you click that and go to my earlier videos, I wasn't talking like this on my videos. I was barely looking in the camera, probably was stuttering over all my words, shy kind of, and through repetition, I built them skills. I wasn't able to post a lot of videos just because I didn't really have the ideas, and now they just come to me. I got this idea while I was brushing my teeth, listening to some of my videos I just made. My videos, they speak to me too. Like, whenever I feel myself thinking a little off from how I like to think, I go watch my videos, and the stuff that I'm saying gets me back in mode. It's almost like these videos don't come from me; they come from somewhere else. So for me to go back and watch my videos is useful to me too. But back to the point of repetition, the more you do something, the more you'll get better at it. You gotta do things every day. And think about it. At your job, even if it's something that you don't want to do, they're getting that repetition up out of you. So you're getting better at something you may not even want to get better at. So do yourself a favor and apply, repetition to whatever it is that you actually want to get better at.